Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk. And, man, the last part was good. Oh, all the things. Jesus. Anyway, so we last left off, and Hugh just left us with Levi and Levon, and now they know I'm a girl. But I'm pretty sure Levon knew already, and Levi is still probably in a state of shock and gaping over there in the corner. So anyway, yeah. I watched Hugh as he left. My line of sight remained there, despite him being long gone. No one said anything. I didn't have the courage to look at the two of them. What should I do? I was so angry at them both prior to leaving the tower. There were so many things I wanted to say to them, but they all vanished. They found out I'm a woman. They found out the secret I'd been hiding from them for over 10 years. What should I do? Should I apologize? How should I? How should I? I couldn't find the right words. Spacey, you go back to the tower. Huh? Oh, yeah. I made an awkward sound with the silence suddenly broken. Levi, walk her back. Me? What about you, Levon? I'll go back on my own. Wait! I hurriedly tried to stop Levon from leaving. I need to say something. I kept it from you that I was a woman. He's like, yeah, but I know. I knew. Told you! Fucking told you he knew! Huh? He knew? Levi did not. You could tell the look on his face. Since when? I couldn't bring myself to ask that. Levon didn't say anything else. With a bitter look, he walked away. What's this all about now? Levi... It's nothing. Shall we go? Okay. Levi and I walked in the opposite direction from Levon. We stayed quiet, looking down at the ground as we walked through the forest. Our heavy footsteps pounding through the snow felt loud to my ears. Sorry, Levi. I finally managed to speak up. A part of me must have thought that Levi would be easier to apologize to. For what? There was only one thing I would apologize for. But the way he responded so casually was very much Levi. It was very reassuring at that moment. For never telling you that I was a woman. I don't care. I'm sure you had your own reasons. But you did surprise me. Love his pout face. Huh? Oh. He responded so nonchalantly. I wonder if he was serious about that. I always had trouble telling whether Levi was joking or not. I'm actually glad you're a woman. I wondered whether that was a joke too. Yeah, because that just makes him feel less awkward about the feelings he has for you. It's like, whoo! You're like, it's okay, Levi. You can love whoever you want. He doesn't get that. It's Levi. Just let him be. Should I respond to that? Or should I just leave that alone? Oh, but can I ask you why you were pretending to be a guy? Francisca told me to. She said I couldn't tell anyone that I was a woman. Mother, huh? And then you had to. Huh? That was enough to convince him? Just because Francisca said so? I mean, hi, yeah. If Mother chose it, then orders must be followed. I won't ask for any other reason. Shit. Something felt off about his answer. Was Levi always this blindly trusting of Francisca? Oh, but that means you didn't tell Levon either. Yeah, but he said he knew. That's what he said. I really couldn't tell. Levon never showed any signs of him knowing. Then he may have heard about it from Mother. Really? That means they don't trust me. Oh, well, I don't think that's true. Maybe. What an awkward exchange of words. I feel like I made a grave mistake in my replies somewhere. Levi's expression was gloomy and his eyes seemed clouded. There was something strange going on. I felt the flicker of a flame inside my eye. Oh, God, what? Levi? Let's hurry. I need to go back before it gets any later. Yeah. Oh, God. Are you trying to make me not trust Levi now? Like, don't do this to me. I don't remember what we talked about, or where we walked, or how we parted ways. I really didn't remember. Did Levi smile when he left? Or was he... The one thing I know for certain was that it caused a slight rift in Levon and Levi's relationship. It was because of my lie. No, it was because Levon knew and didn't tell Levi, and Levi feels like mother told them. You know what I mean? Come on. It's not your fault. Don't blame yourself for their misunderstanding with each other. A few days later, the town was at a ceasefire, maintaining an eerie sort of peace. The fact remained that Francisca was killed. Could it be that the shock of it all had faded with time? The wolves and hawks could have regained a temporary calmness. I didn't know what happened with the plan to kill Olgar. I didn't know if they were still acting on it in secret, but since they refused my participation, I had no information to go on. I'm just gonna have to take matters into my own fucking hands. I had originally gone to give them both a piece of my mind, but now I had something to be ashamed of myself. You shouldn't be ashamed to be a woman. It's totally okay. Levon? Spacey, what are you doing here? What if someone sees you? Yes, I know, but I heard things have calmed down. Also, why would they be looking for me? Well, yeah, but I don't know if they know about the red eye thing. I don't know. There's no harm in being careful. Go home. You don't have to brush me off like that. By the way, where's Levi? Beats me. What do you mean, beats me? He hasn't shown himself to me since then. It's like he's avoiding me. Jeez, he's still a kid in so many ways. Since then, you mean... It's not your fault. Like, I didn't say it was my fault. I know she's thinking, but me, I would be like, yeah, I know it's not my fault. It's because you knew, and he thinks Francisca told you, and that you guys didn't trust him. So maybe you two should work it out and not make everything my fucking problem. Just saying. Keep your fucking baggage to yourself. Anyway, you should just go home. Those murders are still going on. Yes, it's me. I'm doing it. I'm gonna kill all your asses. You're just pissing me off. Just focus on your own safety right now. Understand? He didn't seem like he wanted to talk. It looks like he's not getting along with Levi, too. Spacey? Whoa! Hey! Don't raise your voice! You surprised me coming up from behind. Hey, what are you doing anyway? Are you sure you should be walking around? Levon said the same thing to me. Oh, you were here to see Levon? Not just Levon, you too, Levi. About killing Olgar, I want to... Just do what you want. What? Really? Yeah, I don't care anymore, so do what you want. Well, that sounds pretty slipshod. Mom was originally the one that opposed it. I thought that was out of the ordinary, so I just followed his lead. So Levon... Looking back, Levon probably opposed it because he knew you were a woman. And he never explained any of that to me. I'm going now. You take care. Levi, about Levon, Stop talking about him. See you later. Man, I lost all my boyfriends. One killed my mom lady. The other two are mad at me because they're mad at each other. I don't understand how that's my fault. Lawrence, hug me. I see. So they've drifted apart through the fact that you hide your true gender. Yeah, again, how is this my fault, but yet somehow my fault? Yeah. I think you're overthinking it. And that or you're being too self-conscious. Elric is a smart kid. Keep calm, trust Hokage, okay? Slash in Elric body, but whatever. You sure have quite the vocabulary. I dropped by the church on the way back to talk about things. The only ones I could talk to were these two people, who also knew my secret. Puh! Correction, 2 people and 1 animal. Elric, do not tease her. She's seriously concerned about it. Huh, if you ask me, strange that they didn't know she was a girl after living with her all those years. It's my fault. Don't talk poorly of them. Besides, I realized it on the day I met you. That was because I let my guard down. I was really careful when we lived together. Hey, you're mulling it over because you found out now? Then it's your own fault. Elric! I was left speechless. Couldn't believe I was at a loss of words against a child. I must have looked especially down. Lawrence gently spoke to me as if to help. I think it's just that the timing was bad. Timing? And they both just lost their mother. In the worst possible way, I might add. And they've lost their sense of composure, so it's not odd to see that they're unstable. And your secret triggered something to come to the surface. But it's still a fact that I was hiding something from them. But there was a reason for that. Or perhaps, is there something you had in mind regarding those two lads? No, not at all! I love you, Lawrence. That's not a path we can go down. I am sorry. That was a tactless way to put it. I'm well aware of your complicated circumstances. I couldn't even tell Lawrence the reason why I had to hide my gender. And I was still keeping a secret from those two. I was still lying, even now. I'm just speaking in generalities, but when a woman gets mixed into a group of men, it may cause all sorts of things to happen. But because many things happen, it can also form a closer bond. It's like he's speaking from experience. I wish you could see my face right now. It's like that I'm just giving this look like, oh, he's speaking. It's like he's speaking from experience. Oh, gee. You know. Like, seriously, when you read that line, it was like, Black Butterfly flashbacks. Yeah. Lawrence said he was speaking about generalities, but he seemed to be reminiscing about something in particular. See? It's like, now they're really hammering it into you. Like, I feel like if you hadn't already figured it out, you'd be like, huh, I wonder what he's talking about. Like, I wonder if there's something. But, like, I think the Elric Hokage link was supposed to be, like, pretty obvious. Like, wait, I'm suspicious now. And I don't think you were supposed to figure out that he was Kikia right fucking off the bat. I can't help it. Don't make the character look so much like him. I don't know, you know? It's just, you know what's the weird thing is on the back of all of the cards? It's like Lucas on the back of all the cards. That's interesting. Weird. Is he like the canon route? I don't know. Anyway. Could he be talking from experience? It's like they want to slowly, like, make you suspicious before it comes out, and then you're like, I ruined the game for myself before I even played the fucking game. Goddamn. Even if you're a different gender, or if you look different, bonds can still be formed, in the same way that Elric and I have bonded. Huh? Why are you bringing me up? If we had met at a different place in a different time, we might not have joined together like this. You were talking about a man and a woman just now, weren't you? I don't know about that. I don't get it. As the two started fooling around, the words Lawrence spoke resonated within my mind. A bond. Did that exist between me and them? It should be there. I wanted to believe that it was. And if that was coming undone, I want to tie it up again. Tightly, stronger than before. And to do that, I needed to talk to them. To tell them what I'd been hiding all along. That I'm a witch. Our bond might be irreparably destroyed if I tell them. That made me afraid. But I'll believe in those two. Lawrence, can I borrow the church? I don't mind, but what are you trying to do? I'm going to speak with them to break the ice. And put everything back in order again. The chapel felt so large when it was devoid of people. The floor was chilly. It was so quiet, I wondered if it was snowing outside again. I looked up at the stained glass windows. The hazy glow felt oddly nostalgic, and it calmed my heart. Uh-oh. I heard the door open behind me. like the thing that the thing was doing. I brought them. Thank you, Elric. I'm sorry I made you do this. Seriously? You're driving me like a slave. He mumbled a complaint, and I saw two people from behind Elric entering the church. Elric quickly went into the back room, leaving the three of us. This is awkward, but I have to do it. I called them here to remedy our broken relationship. I couldn't stay quiet the whole time. Sorry for calling you all the way here. Seriously, we don't exactly have a lot of free time. I don't mind. I was just wandering around, unlike Levon. So for today, I wanted to probably apologize to you two for keeping a secret. I don't care. Of course you don't. You already knew. Cut the crap, Levi. There was still discord between them. Levi was being irritated while Levon seemed sullen. I didn't exactly have a plan before calling them over. I just needed to say something. I'm a witch! What? I mean, so I look around the church trying to find something. The light from the stained glass window caught my eye. Uh-oh. This is what the Kaleido did to us, so I'm just like, what's going on? That light caused a hidden memory to be revived inside of me. Do you two remember when we were small? We had a little adventure to the tower. Me, Levon, and Levi. Adventure? Did we? I guess we did do something like that. I do have a vague memory of it. I thought there was one more person. Levi, you suggested it. There was one more person. Lucas? Levi, you suggested it. And then Levon and I tagged along. We went to the tower and someone died, and that's why we're all here. I mean, that's kind of what happened in the other one, right? He's always been stubborn ever since we were kids. I'm starting to remember more. Yeah, we did. We did go. Oh, God. Are we going to have the memory? I'm thinking these are baby us, so but I can't. Okay, we're just going to have to do kid voices, but they're all going to sound the same. So is it all right to come this far? It's fine. We're on an adventure. Don't blame me if Mother scolds you for this. You can go home if you're afraid. Huh? I'm not afraid. Don't make fun of me. Besides, witches don't exist. You said you wanted to go look, so I'm just watching over you. What? Yeah, they do exist. They come out in fairy tales all the time. I feel like we sound like Elric. We all sound like Elric, but like whatever. The fairy tales are all lies. No, they aren't. They do exist. Come on, stop fighting. Whoa, don't shout at me all of a sudden. Oh, what's going on? Did you find something? I think I saw something shining over there. Huh? Where? Let's take a look. Hey, don't. It's dangerous if you go alone. Take this. Eek! Okay, she can eek. She's a child. You're a scaredy cat, too. Did you just hear a voice? Like a person's? I don't know. It sounded like a woman laughing. A woman? Could it be? They say there's a witch that lives in the forest. Ah! Even while we talked, the memories of our childhood were revived in my head. The memory of my childhood when I didn't have any responsibility or care in the world. It's true that Levon was real afraid of it. Yep, I can't believe it knowing how Levon is now. I wasn't afraid. I just didn't want to cause Mother any worry. If you remember, we were scolded harshly that day. I think I remember. We all went home crying. Why were we crying again? Well... I pointed at the stained glass window, and the two looked up. We found a pretty sculpture that looked like that. And... Huh. I've seen that sculpture recently. I couldn't remember the exact shape, but I just had a feeling. You mean the Kaleidovia? Did we forget about it already? And then we heard some strange voice. Yeah, that's right. And then we got scared. Ah, right! It was the witch's voice. One of us yelled that it was the forest witch. You said it. What? No way. It wasn't me. But it was indeed strange, and that experience struck such fear in us. We didn't remember it until now. Because it's not a memory from this town, it's a memory from your actual childhood. Just saying. That was in the real world before you died. Right? I'm just guessing. Because it's Psychedelica. Psychedelica is a place where dead people go, so I'm just saying. Oh, that was right. This could have been one of the reasons why I couldn't reveal my secret. If I told them, they might have feared me like that time back then. That was why I ran away. That's right. You both cried at the witch's voice because you were afraid. Well, I was the one that was afraid, and I. Hey, Spacey. It's just a fairy tale. Why be so serious about it? I should reveal the other secret I've been hiding from them. But I was still scared. Will they accept me like Francisca did? Or would they completely reject me? But there was one thing for certain. Keeping things in secret hurt them both. I needed to be honest and keep things open. Even if it would hurt me. If that did happen, I deserved it. There's one more thing I haven't told you, too. I wondered if I could do it well. I'd never done this intentionally, but I knew this feeling more than anyone. I heightened my emotions to focus a burning heat into my right eye. Hide my emotions, think of them, how much you love them. Spacey, you! That I. Both of them cried out in surprise. They looked in my eye, dyed in a crimson red. Anyone who lived in this town knew when they saw the witch's eye. And this is the other secret. I'm a witch. I think they'd be more pissed because Francisca died to protect you. But a long, long silence. They're like, wait, so our mother was killed to be a witch and you're the witch? Like, okay, now I'm a little bit pissed off. Like, I wonder what their next words might be. I was afraid. As the silence continues, the fear remained. Although, like, real siblings, well, good ones would be like, it's not your fault. Like, mom sacrificed herself to protect you. That's obviously everything that she did, so. I wanted them to say something. I want them to put an end to my fear. Levon's Levon, Levi's face is gonna stick that way. Levon is like, wait, what? But Levi's face, he's like, his face is gonna get stuck that way with how many times we give him that face. Like, I'm serious. So that's how it is. I knew it. Levon was the first to speak, and Levi's like, you know this too, and he's like, I mean, I guessed. But his words were much different than the ones I had anticipated. What do you mean you knew it? Don't tell me you knew this too. I didn't, but considering how you faked your gender, it wasn't too far a stretch. I simply assumed that you had a really good reason as to why you went, like, why you went lengths to keep things secret. Okay. That was kind of worded a little awkwardly. But after thinking a while, I concluded that it was impossible. Damn, that's confusing. I'm sure Mother knew, right? Yes, only Francisca. With her advice, I was able to dress as a man and move out a few years ago. I see. It all makes sense now. Levon accepted me. He didn't reprimand or antagonize me. But Levi... Don't go being convinced about it all. I'm not so sure yet. Hey, Spacey. What? You're a witch. Yes? Since when? Maybe from birth? At the very least, I've been this way as long as I can remember. I see. Then can you destroy all the hawks? Huh? You're a witch, aren't you? The one that brings disaster to the town? I can't. I don't have the power. My eye turns red when my emotions heighten. That's it. Then you're not a witch. Huh? But no witch is feared because she brings disaster. If you can't do that, you're no witch. Levi. Oh, that's his way of accepting us and loving us. Oh, Levi, you're so great. It's just being like, you're an idiot. I love you too. You need to learn how to be more direct. Shut up. You're the last one I want to hear that from. Thank you. I think exactly what Levi said was perfect, Lavon. Shut up. Don't admonish him. I don't know if it was out of joy or relief, or perhaps it was quelled by my oncoming tears. The heat in my right eye quickly extinguished. They're like, ah, fuck, now she's crying. It's nothing to thank us about. I'm the one who should be sorry for keeping my silence about you. No, it's all right. When did you find out, Lavon? And then she's like, that explains why you pinned me down and almost sexually accosted me. Oh, I get it. All right. I don't quite remember. I wonder when it was. You work so hard to hide that you're a woman. You still try to live a happy life. That inspired me to do better. To do my very best. You see, Lavon was always more calm and composed than me, so I never saw him that way. It was genuinely surprising, and it made me happy to know that. He's always accepted me for who I am since we were young. You kept it a secret from me, too. I had to. She and Mother both kept it a secret. It's not something for me to blabber on about. Mother, yeah, I guess you're right. I'm sorry, too. I was just letting myself sulk about it. No, I understand why you were mad, Levi. No, everyone has a secret or two they can't tell others. Like, I've been in love with you as my brother / a boy, and but I didn't want to tell you. Like, I know that better than anyone. See? His secret is that I've been secretly in love with you. Now I'm confused. Oh, poor Levi. You have a secret too? Then let's hear it. I can't tell you. The smiles returned. Our original relationship was back. We grew up as brothers, even when they found out I was a woman. That hasn't changed. Oh, by the way, Spacey, since you're a woman, that means I can hit on you now, right? I told you he loves us. I can hit on you now, right? It's like, that's a little awkward, but yes, no. Wait, no, I guess something did change. I hope that was just a bad joke. No, you don't. You like it. Don't say stuff that'll bother her. Seriously, you're always so... What? What's wrong with that? Or are you the one that won't like it? Lavon, do you? I said, stop it. Yeah, fine. He's like, you won't like it. You're in love with her too. I thought she was a boy when I was in love with her. Wait, but it's fine. I love it. And now that we got that straightened out, I'm suddenly getting hungry. Let's grab something to eat. Where can we go? What do you think will happen if the three of us go anywhere? We'll get surrounded by the hawks immediately. How about just going back to our hideout? There's practically no food there. We only have some bread to last a while. Seriously? What the hell do we do then? Beats me. You're the one that wanted to go somewhere. How about coming to the tower? It's a bit of a walk, but I can make you something. I'm running out of food too, because we're not allowed to go into town. Huh? Why are you so surprised? Sorry, it was just so sudden for you to make that suggestion. I haven't had your cooking in a while. Wasn't the last time you cooked with Mother? I was amazed how proper cooking can be made despite Mother's involvement. Two of them might have been saying something really rude, but I knew how they felt. I don't have many ingredients there, but let me whip up something good to eat. I'm sure you're going to like it. Oh, sounds good to me. I'm looking forward to it. I felt pressure that they were setting their bar higher, but I was sure they wouldn't complain even if I messed up. Still better than Francesca's cooking. It had been a while since I cooked for anyone besides Ash and Hawk. This was starting to get fun. And Ashen Hawk will be there when we walk. They'll be like, wait, you live with this guy? Does he know that you're a woman? And they'll be like, oh, my precious lady. Oops, did I let that slip? Anyway. Oh, the roots are sticking out from under the snow over there, so be careful. I guided them through the forest path that I trek through all the time. The fog wasn't so thick now. I could almost see the tower up ahead. The other two followed behind me. Because they were constantly training, they managed the small journey without any difficulty. Because they're strapping young lads. I wasn't able to pay much attention before, but it's pretty harsh out here. I don't think I could ever live like this. I don't think it's all that hard. It's pretty vast, and the air is cleaner in the forest. But isn't it cold? You get used to it. No, you don't. You never get used to the cold. I'm freezing right now. I think my toes are purple. What do you do about bathing? I don't. I would be like, what? Bathing. Yeah, no, what is that? Like, it's hard to... Oh, that's me. It's hard to gather water, so I get by. You just collect snow and let it melt. Look at the look on his face, like, gross. I love it. Like, is it all right for a woman your age to be that way? I'm not staying filthy or anything. I never found life here to be inconvenient. You're like, it's hard to find water. Again, there's plenty of fucking snow. I gather snow and I bring it inside and let it melt. I can't deal with it if there's no bath. We talked as we went through the forest toward the tower. They're girlier than I am, which is funny as fuck. Levi, I would expect that of. The walk was so long when I was alone, but it felt so fast when going in a group. I always thought the snow was cold and annoying, but it felt like it was falling so gently today. Of course, I know it was just a matter of my own perception. Come on in. Thank you. Can you leave the tower with the fire still burning? Huh? The stove is on. That's dangerous. Oh, that's because... Spacey, did you just return? I told you Ashen Hawk was going to be there. I heard talking inside. Oh, he's here today. I hadn't seen him in a while, so I assumed he wouldn't be back. He's never here when I want him to be. I started to get irritated. Oh, I brought some guests. There's no problem with that, right? Guess? There aren't exactly no problems with it, mind you. This is the dwelling of a phantom. It loses its luster when it gets noisy. I've lived here for years, and I've never seen a ghost. Oh no, I better explain to the two of them about Ashen Hawk. I was sick of keeping secrets, so I had to explain it properly so they didn't misunderstand. Just living with this suspicious-looking man would give rise to a lot of misunderstandings. Let me introduce you. His name is Ashen Hawk. I turned around toward them, but I stopped myself when I saw their faces. They look angry. Okay, well, Levi looks shocked and Levon looks angry. They were really surprised. It was like they'd just seen a ghost. And Ashen Hawk looks really surprised. Why? Dad? What? The brightness in Levi's face earlier had completely vanished, and he was becoming more and more pale. Although that would almost make sense because he's got pink hair and he's got red hair, and like pink and blonde would make red. I mean, in the game world, pink and blonde would make red. No, red and blood would make pink. Spacey can't do colors. I actually can do colors, and I know that, but red and white. Technically, blonde and red would make like a weird-ass orange color, but anyway. The brightness in Levi's face earlier had completely vanished, and he was becoming more and more pale. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Vaughn, on the other hand, looked threatening, with eyes filled with anger. See, I told you. Ashen Hawk is looking at them with the opposite expression. What's the matter, you two? Spacey, who are these two? He looks like he knows them. Seeing the two of them brought a tremor to Ashen Hawk's voice. He was always joking around, so I'd never heard his voice like this. This is getting so good! I can't even! Ashen Hawk, you two? What's going on? Do you guys know each other? I didn't know what was going on, so I could only say the first thing that came to mind. The three of them all continued looking at each other. Oh my god, this is so good. Phantom! Levi? Levi mumbled something. A phantom? What? Was I the only one that doesn't understand the situation? Yes. No, well, us too, but... Levi! He ran outside the tower into the foggy darkness and disappeared in the blink of an eye. What should I do? Should I go after him? But... Ashen, Hawk, and Levon continued glaring at each other. Levi was obviously acting strange. After thinking for a moment, I decided to go after Levi. Don't kill each other! I need to find out. I couldn't see where he'd gone, but thankfully the winds were quiet tonight. I followed the sounds of the footsteps I heard as I tried to chase after Levi. Levi, wait! Get away! Get away! Don't! I could hear his footsteps. The sound began to soften as he moved farther away. I mean, it's a lot of shock. You're a woman, you're a witch, and now you bring him to the Phantom's abode. He's like, ah! I don't know. I felt that I needed to catch him quickly or else I'd never see him again. That was how strange I thought Levi was acting. What's going on? No, right. Levi ran down an animal trail that I didn't normally use. He ran through the forest, weaving left and right on the narrow path. Ah, that's when you scream like you hurt yourself, so he turns around and comes back. Ah! I didn't notice it in the darkness because I wasn't familiar with this path. I was running at full speed and a dried branch pierced my arm. Told you. Ow! I could feel myself bleeding. I must have gone in really deep. But that wasn't enough to stop me. I needed to find Levi. If he is kind, he'd come back for you. Suddenly, the footsteps I had been following stopped. I only heard the murmurs of the stream. That's right. There's a river over here. Levi! Could he have fallen into it? My worries started to grow. The river sounds grew louder. At the edge of the forest, it came into view. It seems that my worries were for nothing. The river seemed to carry away the fog. Thanks to that, I could see Levi huddled over next to the river. Levi, I'm so glad I found you. I felt relieved as I slowly approached Levi. Was he shaking? He held his head between his knees like a small child. Levi twitched at my call. He doesn't really he doesn't really respond to me. He just cried and groaned. What was I supposed to say to him? Let's go back? I know that wasn't it. It's all right? That wasn't it either. What the fuck is going on? Is the right thing to say to him. I didn't know the circumstances, so I didn't know what to say. For now, the top priority was to calm him down. I walked in front of him and called his name again. Levi. He looked up slightly. I saw my reflection in his eyes as I reached out to him. Blood! Huh? I remembered after he said it. My sleeve was bright red. It didn't hurt much, but I was surprised at how much I was bleeding. I'm fine. It doesn't hurt as bad as it looks. Oh dear God. Whoa. What the fuck kind of face is he making? Blood. The blood. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Is he turning into is he like a werewolf? A beastly roar. At the same time, Levi jumped up and tackled me. I saw something gleaming in his right hand as he raised it to the sky. I jumped back out of reflex. I couldn't dodge it. I then felt a burning sensation in my shoulder. A red flower petals danced in front of my eyes. What was this? It's my blood. Wait, he's not the psycho killer, is he? Is Levi the killer? Everything appeared to move in slow motion, as if time was beginning to freeze. He slashed me. Levi, why? I didn't know. Because that blade looks like the one, yeah, you know? Levi was holding a hawk feather? No, it was a knife that was made to look like one. I had seen it before, or one like it. Yes, it was the same one at the murder scene. It was from the serial murders that the townspeople were talking about. The Black Shadow. Why was Levi... I didn't know. I could tell my mind was blanking out. At the same time, I lost the sense of what was up or down. It was falling. My body was falling. Holy fuck. A large, watery splash. I felt myself being enveloped in bitter coldness. My body heat was sucked out of me instantly. And then my vision went black. That would be the best place to fucking end it, but we still got like 20 minutes left. Oh my god, I can't believe Levi was the Black Shadow. I didn't see that coming. Oh, interesting. Okay, intermission, because I saw that. Hey there. That's too much. Can you hear me all right? Seems like you can. Good. You're in the middle of a dream right now. Oh, sure I am. Are you wondering why I'm in your dream? I mean, no. Of course you'd be in my dreams, you handsome bastard. Like, the answer is simple. Because this isn't your dream. It's not my dream, huh? You and I are in this fake, yet very real dream that the Kaleidovia's fragment is projecting. What fragment? You might not understand what I'm trying to say. But that's okay. You'll forget everything by the time you wake up. I won't. When you open your eyes, nothing will remain. But if I'm able to leave something in your heart, your future might change. The choice you make may be different. That's what I think. Now then, I have some notes I've written here. This is the truth that I know while I sought the Kaleidovia. So... where are we? Hold on. I want to see where we are on the flowchart. Oh my god, we're already in chapter 5? I want to see something. Oh yeah. Okay. No. I just didn't know if something happened, like there was like, oh my god, because there's like an ending that comes off of this, possibly. There's not a lot, there's not a lot of endings that come off till you get down to the end, so. Oh, the stories are quite interesting to me, but I'm not sure how you may view them. You might find some inconvenient truths you didn't want to know. I'm gonna guess a lot of inconvenient truths. Although you'll forget it all anyway. If you wish for a simple and peaceful life, I recommend that you don't read them. Oh, these are stories that we read? So what do you say? Would you still like to read it? I see. Then you leave me no choice. Turn the page with your own hands. To the page where you'll find the truth you seek. Oh, okay. That looked like a fucking eyeball behind him. Okay, so Son of the Wolf. Moving to scene Son of the Wolf. Backlog information and in-progress scene will be lost. I'm assuming backlog is like going back to the prior conversation points. We wouldn't be able to see that, which is fine. Should I have saved the game then? That man deserves to die. That's what I've been thinking all along. How could I think that of my own father? I'm still wondering if Ashen Hawk's their dad. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. I'm thinking Son of the Wolf. This is either Levon or Levi, but I'm just going to read it normal because I'm not sure who it is. So, he was always so selfish and had never considered his own family. Every time that man did anything, Mother would be angry, then sad. Whenever my father disappeared somewhere, my mother would always tell me, "Do not grow up to be like your father." Don't cry, Mother. I'll try my best. I won't become like that man. I will become a proper lord for the family, or maybe it's Levon, the ideal lord. With a strong sense of responsibility, generous to the people, intelligent, that's the kind of lord I'll become. But would I be able to? Would I be able to become an upstanding adult? One day, my father vanished, and he was never to return. Mother told me so with an infant I didn't recognize in her arms. Who was that? Not that I really cared. That man disappeared. Now Mother will never have to cry or be angry again. She began to smile more, but those smiles were never directed toward me. She only ever smiled at that infant. Only the infant would be loved by Mother. Even if it made a mistake or cried, it was given love ceaselessly. I put in so much effort, yet this one could do nothing, and still, the infant in my mother's arms was soon able to begin walking. I found out it was a girl. Okay, so it's Levon. She was a girl, but why was she being raised as a boy? Could it be that Mother intended on making her the Lord instead of me? Why? Because I'm not dependable? Because I wouldn't be the ideal Lord? Because I'm that man's son? I didn't know. I was always so worried about this, yet the girl was always smiling. How can you smile like that? You were found somewhere. You're not our family. Wow, Levon! Damn! I hate her. I can't become the ideal adult. Mother won't smile for me. I hate everything. Really? It's funny because it almost sounds more like Levi. Like, I would think this is more Levi's thought process, like the anger and the jealousy, because he seems a little more like that, than like Levon, but Levon's the one that knew we were a girl. Anyway, when I grew up a little more, I found her in an unusual place. She was in the shadows behind the manor, crouching over and crying. Oh, it is Levon, so what are you doing? Levon? Why are you crying? I'm not crying. You're lying. You were crying just now. Because I'm lonely. I have no mother or father. You're lying. Not lying. You're always smiling in front of Mother. I have to smile or Francisca always looks like she's about to cry. You're amazing, Levon. You're always able to help her. That's not true. I'm only smiling because that's all I can do. After saying that, she wiped her tears and smiled. I was the same. Just as I was working hard to please, she was also forcing herself to smile. When did I stop smiling? When was the last time I smiled in front of Mother? You're amazing. I'm not. No, you are. You're strong. I have to become stronger, too, so that I won't lose to her. Spacey. She's really a woman, but she's working hard. I had to do better than Spacey. Since then, I worked even harder. I can't lose to her. I have to be stronger with the sword. You know what's really weird? Everything he's done is to best me and be better than me and not like... How are we... Okay, can I just ask, how the fuck are we supposed to love any of these motherfuckers? Like, Lucas is like, you're like, you asshole, you killed my mother! And Levon's like, I'm actually just trying to be better than you. And then like, Levi's stabby. I mean, that's why I love Levi. See? It's like I know. It's like I know. I pick out the Saint Germains in all the games, and I'm like, no, I like Levi. He's cool. Oh, he's the stabby one. That's why I like him. It's like I see that coming. But like, Levon, this doesn't endear me to you. I mean, the mullet doesn't either, but you know what I mean? Like, I get it. Maybe he grew out of it, but like, it's still douchey, and it's like, it's not making me, it's not like, oh, he's a well-rounded character. It's more like, yeah, he's kind of a twat. No, I just kind of, meh. Like, although, I mean, if you think about it, even in Black Butterfly, they all had their twat moments. And you were like, what the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? But I think I'd be a little less like, what the fuck about this if I'd, like, if I was like, Levon is awesome, I love Levon, and he could do no wrong. You know what I mean? Like Hakuoki, Sanan. Doesn't matter what he did. I was like, no, there's a reason for this, okay? This is the Snape effect, okay? Like, he did some bad shit, but it was all for a noble cause. There was, like, reasons for it, and, like, look, let's just analyze what he did wrong and why he did it. Do you understand that poor man needed hugs? Like, And there's other people like, Zonin sucks. No, he doesn't. You shut up and don't hurt him. Still my precious. Just want to hold him. It's okay, Zonin. Nobody will hurt you again. like I don't feel that way about Levon. I'm like, wow, be a dick. I'm supposed to date you. And like Lucas, you're like, we had a nice moment at the masquerade. And like, oh wait, you're gonna kill my mother? Like, what the fuck? You know what? And Ashen Hawk might be their dad. I don't know. He's somebody's dad because he was in that fucking flashback. And then like, but Arya, that's her name. But then who the hell is she? She was pregnant with somebody. And then, so, I don't know what's going on. Now, look. I know Elric is Hokage. And fucking Lawrence is Kaguya. That's all I fucking know. That's it. That's all I know. I don't know the rest of this. But anyway. And we're dead. Whatever. Anyway. Wow. How do you move that quickly? I have to be smarter. Hey, can you teach me that? More. Stronger than her. So that people will say I'm better. So that I can become my ideal self. Yeah, I don't know. Levon, you're amazing. Hugh was right. But I wonder why. The closer I get to my ideal, the more ugly emotions flow outward. I want to be someone special to her, but I can't. I shouldn't, but I want to. I want to touch her. Okay, I need to be better than her. Now I want to fuck her. Well, you know what, Levon? It's a little fucking weird. I want to steal her away. I want to tell her my feelings. These emotions are so ugly. These selfish emotions. At this rate, I'll be the same as that man. Nothing will have changed. You mean Ashen Hawk? I think he's their dad. Or they think he is, but I don't think he really... Like, obviously he probably wouldn't be. In the real scheme of things. You know what I mean? Like, in the real world. But I'm just so confused as to how... Okay, so this is Levi now. Like, we know this is Levi, so... Again. I did it again. I wasn't asked to do this. I didn't even know if he was going to be a hindrance. I killed again. I can't hold this desire back. My body and soul disobey my mind and move on their own accord. Maybe there's a monster inside of me, and that thing is taking over my body to do this. But today's kill was pretty well done. Only my fingertips are dirty. I'm getting better at this. But I can't brag about this to anyone, no matter how good I get. I couldn't tell anyone in the first place. I'd better get cleaned up. I went to the well in the back of the manor. No one uses it at this hour. I dumped the almost freezing water on myself. The blood all flowed away, but the stench still remained. I think it's stuck on me at this point. On my fingers, under my nails. Stench of death. It stinks. And he has such a happy-go-lucky, cocky attitude, and he's out there stabbing people. It's so fucking amazing. I should have seen it coming. I literally should have seen it coming. Because it's the fucking Saint Germain treatment all over. Like, oh, I'm nice. Oh, I'm sweet. Hi, I'm so innocent. Okay. You're like, Saint Germain is a little weird. You know, you're like, oh, you're a little adorable and you're a little weird. And then, like, Levi, you're like, haha, you're not even serious. You're joking all the time. Those are the stabby ones. Don't trust them. Just saying. I should know this by now. Didn't see it coming. I dumped more water on me. It still smells. I dumped even more water on me. I rubbed my nails together as roughly as I could. It wouldn't come off. No matter how much I washed it off, the smell wouldn't go away. But that's only natural. The stench was only a figment of my imagination. A visual memory stimulates my sense of smell. On a whim, I went to look at a body of someone I killed a while ago. I really shouldn't do this until it's been discovered, but I hid it a little too well. A corpse was protected by the cold air of the night and would never decompose. Yet it still gave off a terrible stench. The skin had a ghastly pale color, making it indistinguishable between a man or a woman. It belonged to a human long dead. Even seeing that change, I felt nothing. Alright, still dead. I did kill it right. This should be alright. Alright? What's alright? What are you looking at? The man that was supposed to be dead was standing in the darkness. It was the man I killed. He looked at me with hatred in his eyes. But that's all he does. He just stares. Those bloody, rotted eyes look at me. The ghost chased after the stench of death stuck on me. Go away. Don't look at me. It's fuck crazy. I closed my eyes and told that to myself over and over again. It's alright. I killed them properly. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Even when my fingers lost feeling from the cold, the stench still remained. My hands no longer felt warm. Maybe these hands don't belong to a human anymore. The hands of a monster. Ice cold. Levi? Spacey. Did he see me? Oh no, I washed off all the blood. There should be nothing left. I heard water splashing, so I was wondering what it was. If you're washing your hands, you should have done so inside. Well, about that. Oh, I see. You're probably playing with mud, weren't you? And you thought Francisco would yell at you. What? I would never do something childish like... Oh, that's cold. Your hands are as cold as ice, Levi. He held my hand without hesitation. You're okay, even while holding my hand? Come on inside. I was making some nice hot soup. And you should have some. Bird, shh. Levi? I hope it's edible. Oh, you're going to be like that? Fine. You don't have to force yourself to eat. I'm kidding. Are we going to continue? What's going on here? Come on. What's with the up and down and the lollygagging and the... Okay, Jesus Christ. It was warm. His hands. His words. His eyes that looked over at me. I was sure the soup was just the same and would warm my heart. As long as I'm with him. As long as I'm allowed to be with him. I can remain human. I won't have to become a cold monster. I can just stay human. It's like some fucked up shit in Levi's brain, and I love it. I all of a sudden just love the complexity of his character now. A certain boy. The young boy walked around town barefoot. He couldn't buy food, let alone shoes. He went through the trash behind stores to fend off hunger, but that wasn't enough to satiate him. He was found by the storekeepers, hit, and chased away. Barefoot in the cold. The other townspeople looked at that boy from afar. On the boy's arms were the markings of a criminal, scars from burns that still remained. No one offered to help. Nothing but gazes of contempt were given to that boy. Nowhere to go, the boy wandered into the forest. How far had he walked? Soon he found himself at the old tower. Maybe he could get out of the cold in here. The boy entered the tower and started climbing higher. And he wished for someone to save him. Anyone. A voice spoke in the back of the boy's mind. I'm a witch. A woman said that. I don't care if she is the witch, if she can save me. If no one else will. I have no idea who he is. He said a certain boy. Wait. When he realized it, he was at the top of the tower. He went near the edge to look down. It was higher than he thought. If he jumped from here... If no one will save me, then I might as well... Are you going to jump? I'm sure it'll feel great. A man's voice. He turned around and saw a ghostly figure. But you shouldn't do that. From the way I see it, you don't appear to have wings. It won't feel good when you hit the ground. After saying that, the man embraced the young boy. The man's hands were very cold. I mean, it's the tower, so I'm assuming, I would think the man could be Ashen Hawk. But who's the boy? I would have thought Elric at first, but then I was like, but then he ends up at the tower, and I'm really confused. So anyway, the man did not know how to cook. All that was placed on the table was hardened bread as if it were frozen. He also had some raw vegetables that were cut up. It's definitely Ashen Hawk, yeah. But to that boy, it was a feast. The boy asked why he was being given food. The man said he may not look it, but he had a child about the same age. Only the man and the boy were at the tower. Where was that child now? The boy thought it was strange, but he didn't ask anything more. For the next few days, the boy stayed with the man. He ate and slept well, allowing him to return to good health. And after that, he had the desire to return to the town. The town was filled with memories of his family. Upon hearing that, the man simply smiled. Then you should go to the church. They'll not turn away children like yourself. And here's a little gift for you. An expensive-looking ring was given to the boy. Fitted between the prongs with a bestial motif was a beautiful gem that felt like he would get sucked into it. You can sell it or hold on to it. There may come a time when it will be useful to you. That sounds like the ring that Olgar had. The boy bid farewell to the man and returned to town. Just as the man said, the church took in the boy. The priest had a strange birthmark on the back of his hand and did not take away his belongings. So the priest is either Hugh or the old man. I think Hugh and the old man are the same fucking person. But, like, okay. The boy was relieved he didn't have to sell it. He was overjoyed about that. The church also had taken in a girl younger than the boy. The boy saw someone weaker than him for the first time in his life. The girl depended on him, so the boy chose the girl as someone he must protect. Are we saying this is Lugus and T? The time they spent at the church was short. A certain man adopted the boy. The man looked important. Oh my god. The man looked strong. Come with me. I'll erase the mark of the criminal from you. The man's name was Olgar. Oh my god, it is Lugus! And T must be the little girl. Olgar made the boy his son. And he made that girl his daughter. Oh my god. I love this backstoriness. Thus, this was how the boy was able to gain a family. A father and a sister. A new family different from the one he had before. Okay, we're at time, so I'm going to stop this here. Can I save this? I can't. Fuck. All right, this is just going to be a long part. I don't have time right now to record like another full-length part, so we're just going to read these two things. It's going to be a long part. This is what it's going to be. Anyway. There were 4 children. What was this one called again? Anyway. A boy and a girl born into the Hawk family. A boy and a girl born into the Wolf family. The Hawks and Wolves didn't get along. Even as children, they knew that. Okay, interesting. This has to be... So the 2 boys made an oath. They would swear in front of the Kaleidovia that they snuck into the church. This is the treasure they received from the witch. The 4 jewels of the Kaleidovia sealed away evil hearts. They'll keep them as proof of their friendship. Our clans may be feuding right now, but when we grow up, we'll work as one to bring the clans together. The boys said that while holding out one of the 4 jewels. This is so our friendship is forever, and we'll change this town. We'll swear on the jewels of the Kaleidovia. As time passed, the children became adults. The jewels were turned into rings, and their friendships gradually took shape. One year at the masquerade. While the townspeople looked on at the Kaleidovia, 2 couples were formed. A young man of the wolves and a girl of the hawks. A young man of the hawks and a girl of the wolves, so the brother and sisters, but like obviously swapped. Like marriages between the hawks and wolves. It was a memorable moment when a hawk became a wolf and a wolf became a hawk. So either Francisca and Olgar were he was the hawk young man and the female and the girl wolf that were married, or they're the brother sister. So that could be it too. Is that it? So I don't know what we're oh my god. Okay. Voice. All right, well that one was short, so. There's no morning or night in this dark, dark world. It feels as if I continue to float aimlessly in this deep body of water. Where am I? I don't know who I really am. It feels as if I'm being called by someone. It feels like I'm waiting for someone. But I don't know for sure. I'm always right here. No one's coming, so I may feel a little lonely. But it's all right, because no one should come here. This is strange. I'm becoming myself. I shouldn't be able to think anymore. How am I able to think of these things? I suddenly feel a floating sensation. I'm being pulled back? Could it be? Is it all right to come here? I heard a voice from above. Maybe I misheard. It's fine. We're on an adventure. Don't blame me if mother scolds you for this. This is Ashen Hawk. Hearing them. Or maybe it's not. Or they heard a voice and they thought it was a woman's voice. So this is a woman. Huh. I'd better keep it a secret from father, too. You can go home if you're afraid. I could hear it distinctly. Now it can't be. Am I connected? What? Yeah, they do exist. They come out in fairy tales all the time. Fairy tales are all lies. I won't say everything is fake, but I'm sure there are some lies sprinkled in there. No, they aren't. They do exist. I thought I got a glimpse of the outside. There were 4 kids, remember? I'm wondering if one of them was Lucas. There were 4 children. They were having a little quarrel, but maybe that was proof that they were really close. Something about that was heartwarming, and I couldn't help but laugh. Oh my. Did I surprise them? But they're not running away. They sure had courage, didn't they? Hey, look! Isn't that what was shining? Oh, it's so beautiful here. What is this place? What is this? What's it doing here? Hey, you sure it's okay to touch it? This looks so familiar. I've seen that ornament somewhere before. Kind of looks like the jewel I have. Oh, I have that too. Levi, you too. Yeah, you mean this ring, right? I have one too. Isn't this it? 3 rings and a white teardrop pendant. So it was Lucas, because that's why we couldn't remember, like, some other line, like, I should keep it quiet from father. Olgar. So all 4 of us. Okay. Those children have them. Oh no, you mustn't touch that. What? It's shining. They're being pulled in. Oh no. At this rate, those children will fall over to this side. And they'll come to the intermediate world where no one can escape. I extended my arms out as far as I could. No, I couldn't reach them. In that case, please let them hear my voice. Here. No, don't come here. White sparks flew in front of my eyes. I wonder if this is Lauren/Kaguya. I heard something shattering. I finally reached them. Thank goodness. Now that thing will leave their hands. Oh. I caused that child to be injured. The jewel shattered. I hope that child is okay. She's bleeding and it looks painful. I'm sorry. I want to apologize. I want to heal her. But it's already closed off. I must now return to a long, long slumber. Thank goodness. Thank goodness that they don't have to come here. Truly. But we did come here. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm going to save this here, and we're going to continue on in the next part. So that looks like a fucking eyeball! Shh, Hugh, baby. Shh, just keep quiet. All right, so anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.